What's up, Warzone gamers? Got a banger for y'all today. An explosive loadout. I am the most explosively athletic Warzone player. I rocked the HE1 recently and had a bunch of feedback. Hey, try the RPG. And the way it shakes out is the HE1 has a better velocity on the rocket, so it's like easier to use and definitely more viable to put long range pressure out. But where the RPG excels is with the splash damage and just wreaking havoc on building campers, which is kind of the main use of the launcher. So while it's not as versatile as the HE1, I do think if you're going to run a launcher, you probably should run the RPG. Really powerful. What I decided to pair it with was a kilo. I'll have the build for that at the end. A couple of variations you can consider. Since this definitely doesn't have as much long range pressure as the HE1, I think the kilo fits in a little bit better than something like the Val that I was running with that HE1. But just a devastating weapon to use. You get to go straight into gunfighter, which is awesome. Check out the gameplay. Stick around for that kilo build. The gameplay is hysterical, by the way. If you're new around here, sub up. Would love to have you in the Giga fam. Turn those noties on. Maybe swing by a live stream. Would love to say hi. We do a lot of brain sharing, sharing different builds, and otherwise just having a good time. Best community in all of gaming, if I do say so myself. Smash that like button. If you don't, I'll find you. Enjoy. Ooh.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Enemy soldier incoming. Confirmed. Located the rest of them. Requesting recon at this time. Advise you to load up now. Reloading. Enemy UAV. Enemies are dropping into the area. You've made it to the top 5. 5 squads still on the way. Took a round!
I need that down. Huge. Pop that off. All right, let's retake HQ. Break aim assist if he's camping in here. She is. He was a yak. Love to see that. Let her advance up.
1-1 requesting recon. That was close.
Pop one at a time like this endgame.
Requesting recon at this time. Gas is inbound.
Yeah, he is on the roof.
Additional target added while time remains. I'm reloading.
Good drop of 40. I need some buybacks though.
Primary objective complete. All targets. Took a round. Precision airstrike ready for tasking. Target area squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
I need these holds. I might try to leave one.
Reloading. The last two. Now finish this.
I'm not doing a heal off. Not happening.
Throwing grenade.
GG.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Mark remaining operators.
So that's what I mean. That team got third partied. Like, it's not a good play style. You know, they were so overly tunneled on me that they ended up getting third partied and picked apart. I want to use this RPG. I mean, you guys can see the power of this kilo. Because for like a mid-range paired with an RPG type build, you definitely can go G grip instead of vert foregrip. And it just helps open up the versatility. Really, really nice.
I'm reloading. I'm reloading. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Good hunt.
I've been trying to get used to kind of the velocity of these rockets.
Gas is inbound.
Because it is, like, I like HE1. This thing gets a better damage profile, but the HE1 is kind of easier to use because the rocket travels a lot faster. What are these guys doing, man?
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them. Reloading. Target down. Marking the rest.
I like how they're back for more. They're bums.
I'm reloading.
Same guys we've been dealing with all game. Now they're kind of anchoring though, so they're evolving.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Ooh, I think that's them.
Reloading. Reloading.
It is.
Located the rest of them. 5,000 prices are adjusted. That was close. Enemy
Okay, so this one is AFK.
hostile UAV.
The one I thought was anchoring,
Enemy advanced UAV is active.
which means their last one is
Marking the rest of
somewhere over here.
Get hunt.
Roof. Get out of my lobby.
Enemy UAV is online.
Beautiful.
Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
Ooh, unfortunate timing for him.
Use
I'm gonna go advanced UAVs here. One of my favorite uses for rockets is just kind of using them for cleanups. I mean, it's unnecessary there, but like when they're kind of like around weird corners and like behind cover and stuff like that. Oh, it's because of his shrouded smoke. I was wondering why I didn't get aim assist. I'm fine with that aim assist, but where it messes me up is when it like drops when I expect to have it. That's where it really messes me up. Should be able to catch these guys completely unaware. Get nice and refreshed. Okay, we're gonna secure this for now. Never mind. We'll rotate. And set up again in HQ. Shot was terrible right there. Huh. He got that like kind of stun effect from landing. It's such a dumb thing. That's why he was moving so slow. I hate that. We're gonna hit Nova with this kind of extra mortar. Get our PA back. What I want to do before it gets really hot is kind of Betty up grandmas, and we're gonna get a gas mask and pop one UAV. Wanted to make sure I had money left for a gas play if I need it. And we're gonna get a utility box here. Got the full there. That is not what we wanted to do. Oh, I accidentally forgot to pick up my PA. Forgot the utility box. Unfortunate. So if you really want to bring the versatility to the kilo, I'd recommend this build here, going with the G grip. The recoil springs kind of makes up for a little bit of loss in recoil control compared to vert foregrip. A lot of you guys run a 5 attachment kilo anyway, so this will sort of be really familiar to you. And then what's nice is you get like a baby Strelok laser, which helps make up for having a little bit of a slower ADS time for inside buildings, enabling you to run the CQB grip, which gets those sprint to fire timers down, which is really, really nice. If you want the absolute pinpoint recoil, which honestly I kind of do, I feel like the RPG is powerful enough close range and like clearing buildings that I can kind of like keep my targets at bay, get them off of D's. And so what I like to do is just go laser beam, you know, shoot the hair off a flea's ass type build. If you're gonna do that though, I would go ergonomic grip, just to, you know, get those ADS times down. Sprint to fire, it's definitely nice to get that down as well. So the other build, there's pros and cons to it. You could go CQB grip on this one, but you're gonna run into issues with your ADS times for sure. And this one just feels really smooth. I like the balance stock instead of infiltrator stock on this one, just because I'm having to top off my kilo mid fight while I'm like finessing squads. So I like to be able to reposition as I'm reloading. That's a really nice benefit. Not as important when you have an SMG in your back pocket. So just some things to consider. I like both loadouts. Let me know down in the comments which ones you prefer, and let me know if there's a launcher that I'm sleeping on. I've been having way too much fun with these launchers recently, so I'd like to give one a shot. As for Black Ops 7 beta, I dropped a settings guide yesterday. I was frying lobbies, by the way. Maybe it was before the skill-based matchmaking like really kicked in heavy. But I mean, I was probably one game I had less than a 3 elim over death ratio. Most of the games I had 4, 5, 6. I was like looping kill streaks. It was good. I just feel like for me personally, the content is really bland on a respawn shooter. So I'm going to stick to Warzone. But let me know if you're like dying for me to post some Black Ops 7 gameplay. I might consider it. You know, as much as it's about me having fun, I want you guys to have fun too. So just let me know. And I will be live today, Friday. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, but I am going to be live. So swing by. And that's all I got for y'all today. Peace.